700 orders have already been placed. Kate and I were fighting for the silver, but obviously she won. And you all have been fighting over the silver too.
I wore the silver last night, so I got to rock it. Yes, I was going to bring it back later on. I left it to you ladies this afternoon.
I love that silver, and what we're talking about is the Vionic leather Vio Motion slip-on shoe called Cambria. It is exclusively available here for a limited time, brand new today, at a today's special value price that will go up at the end of the day. $99.98 is the price. You would normally pay about $130 for a shoe, and inside this shoe is really the magic.
Yes.
The insole, which normally we sell for what, over $50?
It's like $40. There's a 2-pack right now for almost $60.
Right.
So you know you're getting it.
You're getting it in the shoe and a
shoe.
full leather shoe wrapped around it. So let's go through the colors. I want to welcome in Monica Tenorino, of course, is part of our team that brings to us the collection. We'll start right here with the black. So you get black upper, black outsole on that. The next color is the khaki, the dark khaki, which is, I'm sorry, the oatmeal, which is the one that I'm wearing, and that is a beautiful kind of mushroomy oatmeal color with the lighter outsole. We also have the navy blazer, and that has a really light dove gray outsole.
So pretty.
Next up is the vintage blue, and that is a gorgeous kind of denim, mid-tone denim
that's
shade.
going to be so pretty come into that next season that we're all super excited about.
Love it. Next up is the Magnolia Dusk, which is the most limited choice, a really pretty mauve dust rose color. And then last but not least, we have your dark khaki, which is really an olive, and your silver that Kate stole from me. A 670701.
Kate, you thief.
We offer these in medium width sizes 5 through 10, whole and half sizes 11 and 12, and we have wide width sizes 5 through 10, whole and half sizes 11 and 12. Monica, it's the perfect time for this slip-on, and once again, super comfortable because of the technology built in.
Absolutely, and you know, it is a classic style. It's taking that double gore. It's actually hard to see because they've done such a beautiful job, our design team kind of blending it right in. It's got a double gore there, so you have two really big panels of goring that match that so beautifully. And then you have all of this gorgeous leather on an A-line that's going to give you tons of leather, but then piped in that suede around the top as well as around the whole entire shoe here. So really pretty details, but keeping it clean, pretty. And then of course you also have these ultra grooves. So this is inspired by one of our top selling shoes, the Uptown. If you know and love her, you know there's a wheel of Uptown as well with like a million colors because she's become so popular and you've voted for her. Such a comfortable shoe that really, you know, keeps you moving all day. And that's what Vionic is really all about. Dynamic movement, bringing you that function and the fashion together so that you can be stable, you can move well, and look great while you're doing it.
Well, look at this video as we move over and we'll show you in real time what this technology can do.
You know, that stability, arch support, the cushioning that you're getting up front, and then all of that flexibility, that whole Vio Motion technology is what's going to create what we refer to as that dynamic movement that really keeps you going throughout the day and feeling great. So we do this demo because it shows you instantly what the changes that you're going to see. So we're going to show you how this line on Kylene's leg here that you see we've drawn is so out of alignment, standing on this hard, flat, unnatural surface. And essentially when you're wearing shoes with nothing inside or an insole that has no support, it's the same thing happening where this arch here is looking for support and everything in turn goes out of whack. The ankle is turning, the shin is turning. All of these things that should be stacked one on top of another are falling flat because her foot is rolling and searching for that support. If I give her an alignment here and I pull her over to the side, this is where I want that line to be, and you can see that her ankle is now on top of the foot in line and everything else starts to straighten out. But the second I let her go, that foot is just going to collapse back in, searching for that support. So I'm going to take just Kylene's insole, and you see immediately that heel cup stabilizing her, really preventing her from rolling in or pronating, giving her all of that arch support for a full foot contact. And now she sees that everything is lined up where it should be, and it really does affect, you can see that graphic there, the mobility, the gait when you walk, you know, having a more even balanced step, all these things that we kind of take for granted and then wonder why our feet and bodies are aching.
And because of that correction, it does sometimes take a little time for your feet to adjust to the feel of it.
Absolutely.
So wear these for a couple of hours when you first get them home, and then let your feet get used to them. Now, if you already have Vionic sandals and you've been enjoying the technology for a while, you're going to slip into these and you'll be fine.
Absolutely.
But the style is the style of the day. Truly, this flat form, this street shoe is part of everybody's fits. It's the hot look. It's clean, it's simple, and it's basically a step in and go type of a shoe. So if you are able to swing more than one, and we always encourage you to do so because today's special value price on this goes up at the end of the day. So I'd love to take you through all the colors again as you're looking at Cade. 6,800 orders already placed in this, and there literally is something here for every outfit.
Definitely.
We have the black, so black to the ground, that's been the most popular. You know, I look at this and I think about all the folks that are in food service, or if you work in a salon and your uniform is black, you stand on your feet all day. Teachers, realtors, you need a professional looking shoe that's tailored and comfortable, then guess what? This is going to be your black shoe. No longer do you have to wear that one shoe if you're traveling and commuting to work to change into a new one. You can keep this on. It's going to go with your outfit. The next one is then the oatmeal, which has also been very popular in the show. That's what I slipped on. Great neutral alternative to white, which is
which is really, it's much warmer. So it's really a great neutral for everything. And if you're someone who loves to dress in earth tones, or maybe you love color, this is something that you can put on with every color in your wardrobe.
And it's a beautiful tone of taupe, so I love that color. The next one is what you're wearing, and that is the navy. So when you think about spring, you think about Spectator, you think about navy, it's going to be the color that works, and that has the gray on the outsole. Then we slide on around to the vintage blue, and that blue haze is a kind of a misty mid-tone denim inspired color.
And I love this going into, you know, even the rest of the year, because this is the kind of shoe, Jane, you wear this now and then you put it on with like a spring t-shirt dress or a great pair of denim that may be a little bit lighter. This is a great color.
Our little denim skirts and all of those things. And we're going to talk about the fashion part of this as well, because it's going to go with denims, crops, skirts, shorts, dresses. You can wear it with literally everything. Carry less when you travel by picking up just one or a couple of colors of this shoe, and you don't have to take your entire shoe wardrobe when you're vacationing. This is a beautiful magnolia dusk, and that's the most limited choice. Really pretty.
Really beautiful blush tone.
Like just a soft blush. Then this is the color called dark khaki, and it's a khaki green. So note that, again, it's so rich. It's a right now, wear now color, but one that you'll also be able to wear in the spring. And then on the top of the platform, truly the hot, hot shoe. If you don't have your click your heels 3 times silver shoe, I know. I was so pumped with my silver shoes that I got last year. I love them. So get yourself a pair of silver loafers. And again, exclusively available here at QVC for a limited time. You'd pay about $130.
That's right.
For the original version of this
Exactly.
shoe,
So it's inspired by our Uptown franchise, and it's become such a huge item for us that we wanted to bring you a great new option. And so this is something that you're getting this great price on. It's allowing you to try this if you haven't tried the Uptown and really kind of fall in love, because it is such a simple kind of silhouette, but it really becomes a workhorse in your wardrobe. So you're wearing it 4 seasons, you know, unless there's snow on the ground. Allie and I were saying this morning, so you wear the boots in, you take them off, and you put this shoe on if need be. But this is a 4-season shoe. You've got lots of coverage high up the vamp of your foot, so you really have a nice line across on that A line. And then all of this leather, so you're getting tons of leather, piped in all this beautiful suede, and those flex grooves are exactly where we want to see your foot bend. So in the forefront of your foot, you have those extra flex grooves really moving with you and giving you that dynamic movement. So you're able to flex and really feel the difference when you're walking because the shoe is bending along with your foot. It's not, some people, you see them showing you a shoe that bends in half. Our foot doesn't do that.
Right.
We want to be able to flex in the forefront.
Right, in the front.
And then feel really stable. So you've got all of that technology that we just showed you on Kylene, and she's stable in that heel. The arch support is giving you everything that you need throughout the center, and all of that flexibility and cushioning is just a dream.
As you're looking at this, do not attempt to adjust your TV screens. These are the big guns. This is the size 12.
I love you.
And as big as they are, they're still very
look
feminine.
so great.
They
Yes.
don't look clunky and kind of big. They look great. So again, I think everybody is going to love them. If you are able to get yourself a couple, please do. We want to show again the technology in action, and since we've drawn on Kylene, we're going to make the most of the drawing for the day, right? To show what this technology can actually do for you.
Yeah, and we all have this problem. So whether you're running around on hardwoods all day, in the studio here, Jane, you are putting so much pressure on your feet and therefore the rest of your body. When you're wearing shoes without an insole in them that have that proper biomechanical footbed, you're kind of doing the same thing that you'd be doing walking around on hardwood floors, which is really, quite frankly, terrible for you. So you see that we've drawn on Kylene's leg, and putting that foot on something flat, you can see how it's rolling in and flattening out. That's because our arch is looking for that support. The ankle in turn is getting really misaligned here, and the foot is out of alignment, so everything else tends to follow in its wake because all of your weight is being put down onto your foot there. I want to give her a manual adjustment to show you. This is where I would like Kylene to be. Now you see that line really starts to straighten out, and the ankle is stacked properly on top of the foot, and everything else that comes up. So now when I let her go again, you can see it just automatically collapses in there. So I'm going to take her insole and just give the insole to Kylene to put under the foot. And again, this is where we want her to be. We want her to be nice and straight up the leg so that you can see everything stacking one on top of the other. So that ankle is now in place and everything else follows going up, and it's going to increase the way that you feel about the movement of your body because we're looking for a natural balance, and without your feet being in proper alignment, that can't happen.
Well, and here's the thing, the foot bone is connected to the ankle bone, connected to the knee bone, connected to the brain bone. When my feet hurt, I am miserable, which is why when you see me on air, chances are I'm not wearing a high heel because if my feet hurt, I'm distracted.
Right.
I can't think of anything else
But
my feet and the pain. So I tend to not do it. I haven't worn heels in a long time. Do yourself a favor, invest in the good shoe now.
Exactly.
If you are already in the age of possibility and you've done what I've done, banged your feet up over the years, then
we've all done it.
Having a shoe that is versatile, having a shoe that is really comfortable and stylish are all things, and that's the reason at this age of possibility we encourage you to go ahead and take advantage of this. Plus, you get it for one day only at a price that is about $30 less than what this shoe would typically be at retail. So normally it's about $130. Today we have it for $99.98, and you can get it home for 4 payments of $25 on a credit card. 7,000 orders now placed on this shoe, and once again, this is that exclusive loafer style shoe with the Vio Motion technology. So inside is that orthotic base support that helps to give you that perfect alignment to make your foot more comfortable. Because of this technology, it is also has the APMA seal of acceptance.
Exactly. So you see that you're getting that stability that we talked about when we showed you the demo with Kylene. She's really being stabilized in that shoe to prevent your foot from rolling one way or another. The arch support then comes up to meet the curves and contours of your feet. You get all of that cushioning. You can see where those pods are. You get all that cushioning in the heel where you're going to strike the pavement and in the forefront where you're flexing. And it really does help the rest of your body to feel good. So I always say to people, if you've beaten up your feet like we all have, and even so, if you're saying, I don't need an orthotic, I don't need, anything like that, be proactive and do something because you love the shoe, and just reap the benefits, because you know, we can never start too early to take care of our feet.
Right.
You don't want to be the person going when it's too late, you know, I think the majority of us, that's the case.
I also don't want to be the one that is wearing shoes that look like they're orthotic shoes.
I could not agree more.
I remember, not for anything, God rest her soul, Aunt Eva had the classic lace-up
was it this big?
orthotic. Oh my gosh.